Hi, I'm Scott Alexander. I'm the founder and CEO of Gyrus Marketing. We provide growth marketing services to innovators in the healthcare space. Because we focus in on pipeline development, lead generation, demand generation, that sort of thing, I get asked all the time how you fix an empty pipeline. And so the way that we at least think about the problem is we've got a couple of questions we want to get answered. So number one, it comes down to, is this a temporary issue, right? Hey, we've been having a lot of success, all of a sudden things dry up, or has it always been this way, right? Is this a permanent thing that we've got to kind of break ourselves out of a bad spot? So that's one. Number two, is an empty pipeline really just a trickle of sales opportunities, or is it really none? Like, is the faucet completely turned off? Because those two things are very different, right? If you've got a trickle, it's a matter of amplifying what you're already doing. If there's nothing coming through, a lot of times it's really more a matter of product market fit and not telling the right message to the right people. So the third thing you then think about is, do you have one source of truth for what your pipeline looks like, whether or not it's working, what your conversion rates are, that sort of thing. We strongly advocate for having everybody work out of a CRM. We're an advocate of HubSpot just because we know how the tool works, and we know that it's the right way to really address today's sales and marketing environment where you have a lot of buying behaviors happening outside of a specific sales rep interaction, a live interaction. But regardless of whether you're using HubSpot or Salesforce or Zoho or a spreadsheet, does everybody align on what that one source of truth is? The next thing is, do you have prospects engaging with content outside of necessarily having sales conversations? If the answer to that is yes, that's great, right? It may just be that you have a longer sales cycle, or this is a product or service that is not necessarily a high priority for someone. And so it becomes a matter of amplifying dissatisfaction with the existing situation, versus if you're not even getting people downloading white papers, attending webinars, showing any level of interest, there it's probably more a product market fit situation where we have to make sure that we understand who the audience is, what their pain points are, what value propositions resonate, and then going forward with some sort of a marketing campaign to try and generate leads. So those are different things if they're engaging with content versus if they're not. And then the final thing, kind of step number 5, is to think about how we're building demand, right? So if you think about lead generation, it really is about capturing people that are already in the market or close to being in the market. And if what you're saying is, hey, our pipeline isn't robust enough, one of the things you may have to do is you may have to educate the market on why they should be dissatisfied with the current scenario or situation that they find themselves in, why we have a good product or service that can help them live a better life, do a better job, whatever the thing is that we can do. And we need to bring them into the market. And so that's building demand. And so that may be kind of the 5th thing that we would think about in a quick diagnostic to try and identify why you've got an empty pipeline. The solutions to what you do really vary based on your particular scenario, but ultimately it's about making sure that you understand what your prospects' value propositions are, what the pain points are that bother them and keep them up at night, and then how your offering matches that. And then finally, making sure that you're delivering that message in enough channels to get in front of them to help influence them towards a buying behavior. So if you want to learn more about how we do this, or you want to talk about your specific situation, let's schedule some time together. I always love to hear what other people are doing and share a little bit of knowledge and give some advice. And who knows, if that's enough, fantastic. If you want to dive deeper in with us, that's great too. So if you want to schedule some time, shoot me an email, scott@gyrusmarketing.com. And hope you're well and hope this is helpful. Thanks so much.